So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to solve linear equations using MATLAB, and I've also laid out a number of equations. We are going to be using two different methods to solve these equations. One, we have the 2 by 2, we have also the 3 by 3. The first method I'm going to show you is using the inverse method, and the second one is going to be using the link solve function. So basically, when you have an equation like this, x1 plus 3x2 is equal to minus 2, 2x1 plus 4x2 is equal to minus 2. Now we have a situation whereby we have two unknown, and this is x1 and x2. So basically we have something like this. We have 1, this is the coefficient of x1, we have 3, and we have 2, we have 4, right? And we have, these are the coefficients, the coefficient matrix, and we have the unknowns, which is x1 and x2, like this, and we have equal to b1 and b2. So basically, this is what I've done right here. So we have a situation where we have this is a, this is x, and we have this is b, and this is what we have here. And basically, to solve this simple equation, we have x is equal to b over a. Or in other words, x is equal to a to the power of minus 1 times b. So we have something like x is equal to 1 over a times b, right? So 1 over a is the same as a to the power of minus 1. So that's why we have something like this. And in MATLAB, a to the power of minus 1, which is the same as 1 over a, is gotten using the function inverse a. So in this case, if you multiply inverse a by x, we have the solution. Alright, so enough of this talking. Let's just go solve it, and so that you can see how it works. Then we proceed to the 3 by 3. So we have our a. So I'm going to show you how to set up the matrix this time. So we have a. 1 second. Let me just we have a is equal to a set of the matrix. So we have, in this case, we have 1, 3. So you have to set up the rows using with each of the values separated by comma, and columns will be now separated by semicolon. So you have 2, 4 for row 2, and I'm going to hit enter. Yeah, so it's kind of calculating immediately. So I'm going to say B, this is now the results matrix, is going to be, this is minus 2, comma, because this is only one item in a row, and we have the second row to be 1, and we have it like this. And here we now can say that x is equal to what? Inverse of a. So inverse is using this function, inverse of a times b. So this is going to give you the values for the solution to this equation. So basically now we have x1. So we have, let me use blue, x1 is equal to 5.5 and x2 is equal to minus 2.5. So the exercise I want to give you now is try to put in these values, substitute these values here and see and verify that it works. Let's move to 3 by 3. So 3 by 3 works the same way, exactly the same way. So I'm going to set up for this 3 by 3. Meanwhile, to clear your screen, you are going to right click and simply say clear command window. So it's going to clear the command window. So I'm going to set up a new set of variables. In this case, we have a is equal to, so in this case, we now have the coefficient for this will be 1, 1, 1, semicolon, 6, 4, 5, semicolon, and we have 5, 2, 2, 5, 2, 2, and I close up. So you can see it gave us a matrix, and the results matrix, which is B, is equal to 2, I think that should be 31 and 13. Alright, so we have this result matrix, and I'm going to now calculate x is equal to inverse of a in a times b. Alright, so we have the values for x, which is x1 is equal to 3, x2 is minus 18, and x3 is 17. Alright, so I'd like you to now solve the remaining one, solve this one. So pause the video, copy it out, solve it, and let me know your results. Also solve this one and also solve this one. The more you solve, the more the commands become part of you. Now I told you there are going to be two methods, so let me show you the second method to solve these problems. So the second method I told you is going to be lean solve, okay? So to use lean solve, you simply specify the matrix A and B to the lean solve function. So what I'm going to do now is to solve this 3 by 3, which is this one. I'm going to simply say x, or let me use the same matrices we already have. So I'm going to say x is equal to, you'll now specify the function which is called lean solve. It's linear solver, and specify matrix A and specify our results vector, which is B. And take note that in this case we are specifying it in a rounded braces, which is brackets, and it gives you exactly the same result you can see. But in this case now we have the values are rounded up to a 0 decimal place, as you can see. So I'd like to stop here. I'm going to be making more videos in this case to solve quadratic equations or polynomials in MATLAB. So please remember to subscribe to my channel. This is Kindson the Genius, and I'm always there for you.